Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today is the day I've been waiting for this update because Transformers Wave 2 has joined the game, and that's right, we got jets in the game now as part of Starscream Skin. It's pretty, I'm gonna be honest, I'm very excited about what we have here just because of the jets and the skins, and I'm a big Transformers fan. So Wave 2 of Transformers is right up my alley, and yeah, so first things first, we'll go ahead, go over the commanders, the ships, how you get them, the drop rates on the crates, all that fun jazz, and talk about which ones are probably the best ones to get and which ones you might want to avoid, or just so you're aware of what new skills are out there for certain commanders. But I do just have to show off this beautiful skin for the Parseval first, because it turns your jets into F-15 Strike Eagles, which is amazing. Though one caveat, it does keep the propeller sound and not a new jet sound. They are going to try to fix that once the new sound engine gets implemented in the game, but for right now, it does sound like propeller planes, which is weird for jet aircraft. Anyways, how do you get your hands on one of these skins? Well, you head on over into the shop and you head over to the Transformers tab as usual. As far as bundles go, well, you can buy all of them for 36,000 doubloons, which is a lot. Or you can buy out either the Autobots or the Decepticons for 21,400, which is a lot. Or you can purchase a commander with the associated ship skin for $40, which is a lot. Or you can purchase out one of the commanders on their own for 5,000 doubloons, which I believe is $20. Anyways, if you also would prefer to try to buy in but not be guaranteed, you can go over to the Transformers crates. We'll go ahead and throw up the drop rate of these crates up above. So you have a 15% chance of getting 12 of the Autobot Arc camos. That one always gets me. Which is the bright orange ones that I used over on the Nevada to make it look like it's going through its nuclear test. 15% chance of getting 12 Decepticon disguise camos, 10% chance of getting 7 promotion orders, 10% chance of getting 75,000 commander XP, 10% chance of getting 7 days of premium time, 5% chance of getting 15 promotion orders, 5% chance of getting the Richelieu Skin, 5% chance of getting the Edinburgh Skin, 5% chance of getting the Amalfi Skin, a 5% chance of getting the Parseval Skin, 2.5% chance of getting Gridlock, 2.5% chance of getting Hotrod, 2.5% chance of getting Soundwave, and 2.5% chance of getting Starscream. Also, there's a 2.5% chance of getting an insignia or accommodation, and that is what the drop rates look like. But that's probably not why you're here. You're probably here wondering what the commanders are, which ones are the best, and they are nearly in the order that I would recommend if you were looking over for certain ones to purchase. I think of the ones here that are the most useful, I find Soundwave to be probably the most useful. He's going to be he's an Italian commander. His base trait is going to increase the torpedo detectability range and decrease your rudder shift time, which is great because if you're unaware, all of the Italian tech tree cruisers don't have sonar. So having just a little bit more time to be able to react to incoming torpedoes is going to be nice. Also, rudder shift time, excellent for those ships because, well, they either you play them up close and rudder shift time is incredible, or you play them at afar and rudder shift time is also very useful. So that's an excellent base trait. And then his unique skill is going to reduce the air detection radius and increase smoke generator and exhaust smoke generation duration. So one, it takes down your detectability range by air, which is awesome because, of course, carriers have been in the game. This is a skill that they've been slowly adding to pretty much every single premium commander, which is a little, like, it's annoying that they haven't added it to regular base commanders yet because being able to decrease your air detectability is a pretty important skill. And then the smoke screen deployment time is excellent because if you're using the exhaust smoke, that's longer amounts of time you get to stay hidden in the exhaust smoke. The next commander I would recommend is going to be Starscream, and that's just because, one, his base trait and his skills are pretty useful, but this is a caveat being you would have to be playing aircraft carriers fairly regularly. I know there's not a lot of you out there, but for those of you that play aircraft carriers fairly regularly, this Starscream seems to be now my go-to German aircraft carrier commander. His new base trait is going to increase the aircraft cruise speed, which means now you can get the planes up to 210 miles an hour, or yeah, 210 knots, which is crazy. That makes them easily the fastest, which is appropriate because they are jets with the skin. However, they sound like prop planes, which we'll get to when we talk through the skins. Then his unique skill is going to be Inspired Return. It increases the return speed, so after a plane either makes its drop or you send the squadron home, it's going to increase that speed by up to 20%, which is massive. And then it also increases the hit points of the airplanes by up to 4%, which is a great little boost. And if you can keep your planes alive, it allows you to cycle them quicker, which is going to be very, very useful. The next one I would recommend, I think, would be Hotrod. As much as I love the dinosaur Gridlock, his skills are unique, but the way he's laid out, I just won't ever use him probably. So Hotrod, you need to have a British light cruiser that you like to play that has radar for his skills to make sense. His base trait decreases the radar reload time, and then his unique skill is going to decrease that air detectability range once again, but also increase radar duration. Overall, I don't think I'll use him on like Edinburgh, just because I like smoke Edinburgh, but Belfast, I think Hotrod could be a unique one to try out on, and that's probably who I'm going to give him a go on, and who maybe just specifically build him for Belfast, but we'll have to see. The final commander in the shop is going to be Gridlock. He is going to be a French battleship commander who focuses on secondaries, which I don't know if I really like for a French battleship, but his unique his unique skill is really cool just because of the way it can end up playing in the game. So his base trait is going to decrease the enhanced secondary battery reload time, and you're like, okay, that's a decent base trait, but his skill is just really cool. It's going to increase the main battery shell grouping while enhanced secondary targeting is active, and you can do this up to 20%, which means it will become way more effective than a spotter plane. It will last just as long as a spotter plane, but have a quicker reload. So you kind of get a 2-for-1 ability out of enhanced secondary battery, which I think could be a really cool way to build it if you wanted to go ahead and use it like that. But he's a brawler build. He's not a dispersion build. I like using dispersion builds on my battleships, so I don't know if I'll ever really use Gridlock because, well, I'm going to probably mainly build dispersion builds for my battleships. And the one unique trait of Gridlock is locked behind being a brawler battleship commander, and that's just not the greatest thing for me. Next, let's go ahead and show off those skins because they are absolutely incredible. We'll start, of course, you've seen the Parseval already, but here it is in port. Looking beautiful. Those F-15s on the deck of the carrier. How could you say no to that? It's absolutely beautiful. I love this skin. It's probably my favorite skin that they've put out for the Transformers, just behind the Iowa. Amalfi, we'll go ahead and take a look at her next in the port, and she's looking pretty decent. I don't think there's anything too special about Amalfi overall. It's just a very toy-like kind of expression of Amalfi, I guess you would say. Richelieu up next. Well, I have to give credit where credit's due. Richelieu looks interesting. I think my favorite detail is one, Gridlock is so much bigger that he just sticks massively out of the turret, it just looks funny in the game. But the other thing I really like is if you look down on this lower bit right here, the front of the ship now resembles large dinosaur teeth in the art, and that's really cool. I appreciate that little detail. The final skin, well, they've sort of spoiled it, if you will. Oh no, there we go. they've added a spoiler to Edinburgh, which is pretty great. Also, the good old flames. I don't know if I will be using this skin very much. I kind of like the ice skin for Edinburgh just a little bit more, but I do appreciate the fact that they added a spoiler to this skin. And that is all of the Transformers content. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Which ones do you plan on picking up? Like I said, I think Parseval for the skin and Starscream as a package are probably the best, like, combined together. But as far as if I was only going to use one commander, it would probably end up being Soundwave. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.